When we sit still in one place without doing anything, we will age. But if we sit still in one place, accompanied by planting a tree, the tree will grow as we age. Then, why don't we just simply do both? Because do you know that the forests produce about 28% of the oxygen that exists today? However, based on the data analysis conducted by the Forest Watch Indonesia in 2021, stated that there are around 680,000 hectares of forest in Indonesia have been lost. Now, imagine how much oxygen that has been lost because of this. Let's wake up and be aware on the environment that we have, because we will never know what we have until it is gone. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Danish from Tunas Mekar Indonesia Senior High School. On this occasion, I would like to deliver a speech about stopping the environmental detriment for a better environment. Forests are the lifeline of our world. They support natural and wood resources, provide countless species home, including us, through building materials. However, we often see trees as something that can be thrown away, as something that is harvested for an economic gain or inconvenience in terms of human development. Based on nature studies cited on BBC Online News, since the industrial era, forests have been declining by 32%, especially in the tropics. The world's remaining 3 trillion trees are rapidly diminishing, with about 15 billion being cut each year. The Corruption's Eradications Commission stated that Indonesia's resources maintenance are far from a sense of justice because of the high level of inequality. The forest sector's control is about 14 million hectares. However, the community only gets a portion of 1 million hectares, and the ratio equivalent to 96:4. Around 47.5% of Indonesia's forest now is in the critical condition. The forest damage is caused by a rampant illegal logging and the delayed reforestations by the forest and new right holders. Without change, the world coral reefs could be completely eradicated. Even now, we could see an increase to widespread flooding, extreme heat, drought, poverty, and many more. And the question is, how do we prevent this from getting worse? So here are some few tips to protect our environment. Firstly, let's start from simple actions such as reducing plastic waste. For example, in my school, especially in the World Cleanup Days that we have joined recently, we collect waste by type, organic and inorganic. We even managed to collect for about 105 kilogram waste. More importantly, we pay attention daily on the rubbish that we throw to the recycle dustbin, the correct one, between organic and inorganic that is provided by the school. The school also strictly regulates to avoid the single-use plastics, such as drinking straws or shopping bags. Instead of, when we go shopping, we should use a paper bag or a reusable bag and many more. Because of the impact of plastics is very serious on this climate change. And by doing those simple things, we could help to save the earth. And second is to plant the trees. The student counselor can make a program, for example, like 1 student, 1 trees. And this program can be introduced in the new academic semester, with of course a regular maintenance, because trees has really big efforts on reducing the increase of greenhouse gases, which is the main cause of global warming and climate change. Because planting trees is planting goodness. Because these natural resources as a legacy to our next generations. So we have to plant as many as possible, because we will feel the impact of planting trees to ourselves too. And lastly is to support and discover the United Nations Environment Program, or the UNEP. The UNEP is responsible for coordinating resources of environmental issues within the United Nations trade programs. For example, they have a programs like Green Jobs for Youth or Tide Turner's Plastic Beach Challenge and many more. This initiative idea to help to support to supply the environmental visibility through educations and to educate the young generations like us for our plastic pollutions and to encourage us to take part in it. Therefore, as our school programs have been implemented locally, let's spread it to other schools so we can succeed the UNEP's program globally. Ladies and gentlemen, in short, with reducing plastic waste, planting trees, and supporting the UNEP's program, I believe we could protect our earth and prevent the climate change from getting worse, because we still have time in change. Just like Prince A says, an error does not become a mistake until you refuse to correct it. Let's correct our mistake and stop the environmental detriment for a better environment. I'm Sahira Danish from Tunas Mekar Indonesia Senior High School. Thank you for your kind attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.